Let's talk in few words about the physical connection structure of USB devices. I'll just read the text in this slide quickly and move to show you the topology of USB in a figure. I think that's pretty much better than just reading a text. The definition of bus topology is the connection model in a system. In USB, host and devices are connected physically to the bus according to the tiered star topology, or let's say the connection model of the different devices to the host over USB is called star topology. In USB, up to 127 devices can be connected to the bus, including the hubs. We will define this phrase hub in few seconds. So again, up to 127 devices can be connected to the bus, including the hubs. And why 127 devices only? This is because the devices are addressed by a 7-bit number. And the address 0 is reserved as an initial address for every single new connected device. We'll see that later in practice. 2 power 7 minus 1 equals to 127. And just to remove any confusion here we are talking about the address we saw before, or we talked about before, that is assigned dynamically to the device by the host as soon as the device is connected to the host. And here, this is the first time we mention the hub word. A hub is simply an expansion for the USB ports. And not only this, so it doesn't only increase the number of USB ports, but also it helps to overcome the limitation of cable length. We haven't mentioned that before, I'll do that just in a minute, but basically in USB, the length of cable between one device and the other is limited to 5 meters, but connecting multiple hubs in a series will help us to overcome that. So one hub to the other 5 meters and another hub will give us additional 5 meters and so forth. But of course, without exceeding the maximum allowed tires. Or more clearly, without exceeding the maximum numbers of devices allowed to be connected in series. We will see that in a moment. So the maximum number of tires, or the devices that are allowed to be connected in series, is 7 devices or 7 tires. So up to 7 tires are allowed. And only up to 5 hubs can be connected in series. The 7 includes also the hubs. So one hub is also considered as one tire. And again, we will see that in a moment on the figure. And the last point I want to mention here in this slide is the maximum cable length between two nodes, or let's say between two USB devices, is 5 meters. Here in this figure, we can see the tiered star topology. The first question is, why is it called star topology when it looks like a tree? Actually, it looks like a star for every single node. From the perspective of this hub, for example, on the tier 3, you can see that the connected devices form the shape of a star, like this. This is why this is called a star topology. So here, in the first tier, we always should start from the host, which includes the root hub. So the host, or in this example, the computer, it always has the root hub. And in the next tier, we have multiple devices connected directly to the host or to the root hub. This mouse here and this keyboard here. Or the devices on the other tiers may be connected to the host through an intermediate hub, like this one, for example, this hub is in that tier 3. And this USB memory, or let's say this flash memory, and this microphone are connected to the host through this hub. Now, to continue talking about this figure, I want to introduce a new term, USB function. If the USB device does multiple jobs, then we say this USB device has multiple functions. And this keyboard here is a very good example for that. This keyboard is a keyboard. Of course, a keyboard is a keyboard. And in addition, it has a touchpad and also it has a hub. This means this device has 3 functions. It's totally not uncommon to see USB devices that have more than one function. And notice here, this hub on that tier 3 is connected to the bus, so to the USB, using the hub integrated in the keyboard. Therefore, you see here, the keyboard is on 2 tiers, tier 2 and tier 3. The hub is on the tier 2 and the touchpad and the keyboard itself, so the keyboard function, are on that tier 3. So again, here please notice that the root hub is considered 1 tier, and you can have up to 7 tiers. Now we are familiar with the phrase USB function, so just let me show the same figure but in a bit more details to see the function of these devices. So here I kept the original figure, and here is the exact same figure but with some more details. So here I am showing the different USB functions of every single device. And here you can see most of the devices has only one USB function, but this keyboard, it's actually not a keyboard, it's a compound device. And this compound device has in reality 3 functions: the keyboard, the touchpad, and the hub. And you see here the keyboard function and the touchpad function are connected internally to this hub, which is also built in this compound device. So therefore these 2 functions are in the tier 3, but this hub function is in the tier 2. So it's in the same level with this mouse, and this hub and the mouse are both directly connected to the root hub. That was very simple. That was the USB topology. The functions connected to the hub look like a star, and you can see this here clearly in this hub. You can see the star topology. From this hub you can see the star topology. And even if we change this figure a bit and we connect this hub from this side, you will get also the shape of a star. So the whole USB topology is a star topology. It can be clearly seen on every single hub, and the whole bus will most likely look like a tree, like we see here. The whole USB bus looks like a tree, and on every hub you can see the star shape.